Hi Collective, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and thank you for creating a community of us trying to trust our guts, intuition. Oh, the truth. We're looking at clarity. Maybe you're looking at something that is in a current situation when it comes to the mind. Maybe looking at your own mindset, your own ideology. Maybe looking at someone's intellect or taking action, because remember, knowledge allows you to take action. Intimate I know, because intimate I know thyself when it comes to the power of change. All right. Maybe someone's changing their thoughts when it comes to ideology of their thoughts, maybe. Maybe you're thinking of the power when it comes to your intuition. You could be thinking about an emperor, or you could be a masculine in its emperor energy, looking at what's above is below. So you're looking at maybe respect, a respectful leader when it comes to strategic management. You could be looking at planning when it comes to what's on your table. Maybe you're looking at what's on your table. You could be a father figure or a married man. Okay. You could be looking at a situation when it comes to the magician. What's on your table? What's above is below. You have the willpower to create from your intuition. Okay. Because it seems like you have enough resources on your table because God gave you the power when it comes to inspiration. All right. The soul is born to love. Okay. All right. That's about romance. That's about intuition. That's a lesson of power. And then you have, okay, air, which is intellect. We just saw the intellect, the power of truth. Look at philosophy. Looking at taking the sword out of the stone when it comes to discernment. Anyone can be the philosopher's stone. All right. Because now you're looking at clarity. You're looking at what's on your table. All right, that's the lesson of power when it comes to maybe brotherhood. Okay, and you're looking at maybe your emotions when it comes to your feelings. That's your lessons of peace. Okay, so now you're being practical when it comes to the force of life. Okay, to be maybe the emperor when it comes to authority. Okay, when it comes to the godhead. All right, we're looking at maybe when it comes to divine masculine, when it comes to action, what's above is below. Okay, look at maybe immortality, immortality. Like when things keep going round. Anyway, we're looking at all four suits. Okay, when it comes to maybe air signs, fire signs. Okay, water signs. We all have those places within ourselves. Okay, what's on your table? God's here to remind you. Everything you need is always in front of us, okay? All right, just like the flowers are decorating his table, channeling the energy. Maybe someone's dazzling someone with their skills, or maybe looking at maybe shyness, or maybe look at introspection, because sometimes the emperor tends to hide his feelings, okay? Because now you're looking at a situation when you're looking at maybe manifestation. Someone's focusing on their creativity. You can turn your visions into reality, okay? Because now you're looking at an inspired action. Ooh, when it comes to maybe blocking a Taurus, a Leo person, when it comes to maybe a Queen of Pentacles. Moving forward, all right, we're looking at the thoughts. Maybe someone trying to change their thoughts, to change this energy of the Queen of Pentacles. Someone wants to block a Queen of Pentacles. Someone evil, superficial. Someone takes someone's face for value. You can't always take people's face for value. Take things for face for value. Is that how it goes again? All right? Because you can't go into a situation because it could be hidden meanings or hidden agenda in a situation. So if you don't use your intuition, you're walking into a superficial situation. So now we're looking at maybe a bunch of cattle in a market doing supermarket sweep. We're not meant to be branded. We're not slaves to people. All right. So now maybe you're looking at maybe the emperor. When it comes to the empress, is reflected. When it comes to sensuality. When it comes to maybe creative principles, because the emperor is balancing with the empress energy. That's the rules and the foundation. What's above is below. Okay. The emperor is given a form of shape to the empress. Okay, when it comes to maybe the nature of the emperor and the empress in you, divine masculine, divine feminine, you're aligning, okay, maybe your spirituality, because now you look at the emperor, he's holding an ark, all right, the Egyptian symbol for Egyptology, okay, we look at immortality, look at maybe global, he's got the globe in his left hand as well to reflect the balance of The material with spiritual. A soul having a human experience. Maybe someone's looking at someone's pattern. You could be a father, or you could be maybe in authority. You could be owning a firm. You could be a CEO. You could be just in your masculine nature. Like with myself, I'm in my masculine nature because I'm taking action. Do you know what I mean? I have a very strong personality when it comes to maybe my formation, my information, when it comes to stability. Okay. Or you could be looking at maybe manipulator when it comes to an emperor, not doing the discipline that is needed to bring order, to get heaven back on earth, or put order into oneself. Because if you're not in order, your house won't be in order, your neighbor won't be in order. So now maybe someone's breaking down the old system. Because what's above is below. You have that willpower when it comes to maybe supporting your own success. Maybe you're stopping, maybe, or blocking a Queen of Pentacles when it comes to maybe stop to try to control when it comes to maybe other people and focus on yourself. You have to focus on yourself, okay? So now we're looking at maybe a father figure or someone in authority. You could be a CEO or a masculine in his masculine energy, bringing the mind to calmer waters. Maybe thinking about Aquarius version, or think about intimate I know, because intimate I know thyself. Okay, someone could be in their six, maybe walking away from difficult people, maybe bringing the mind to calmer waters. Don't want to bring no extra baggage with them, because now you're looking at divine masculine, divine feminine, the mother and father in you to take care of your own inner child. Someone has to let go of control and maybe deal with themselves. Focus on your own self, bringing the mind to calmer waters. Because there seems to be a fight within the mind, or we're trying to block maybe Queen of Pentacles. We just saw the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles means that there's ill health. Now you've got Five of Swords, ill health that would create bullying because someone's thieving, because someone was looking at poverty. Now someone's worrying about money, and now you look at isolation for Aquarius person, because there seems to be a fight about finances. There seems to be an energy of thoughts and actions when it comes to someone's bullying, thieving, and there seems to be underhanded behavior. So now you're looking at an isolation when it comes to maybe bringing the mind to calmer waters, because someone's looking back at a difficult situation, trying to bring the mind to calmer waters, because someone may be bullying or maybe having a difficult thought within themselves, because now someone feels defeated, maybe because someone's coming out of a difficult situation when it comes to maybe being worried about Queen of Cups. Someone loving, you could be worried about Queen of Cups, someone worried, or Queen of Cups up at night worried about a foot. No, so now they feel defeated, but somebody's not looking back, worried about no fight. Do you know what I mean? Like, oh, I don't know. We're looking at Five of Swords. Five of Swords is someone that's been cruel. You've got to bring the mind to calmer waters. Maybe you feel at work someone's been cruel. Okay? Because now someone's not considering other people. So now you look at maybe you're considering your own actions and your own words. Because there seem to be false allegations, maybe about a Queen of Cups, because somebody was mean and controlling when it comes to properties. It could be a Capricorn, Taurus person when it comes to investments. Somebody tried to control, maybe someone being successful. So they done betrayal with a bunch of people, maybe. They don't want to be successful as a tarot reader. Or be successful, trust in your own intuition. Or trust in your hands that are gifted. Because your hands are gifted, we're all gifted. So now you look at false allegations. Maybe you're looking at cowardness. Because now you look at inflated ego. Because somebody was being a bully at the expenses of other people. So now maybe someone taking advantage of someone else. Because now you're looking at, there's a warning that, remember, words have power. The power of your words and your actions. So now there's a dispute. And now maybe this dispute has ended. And is there really a clear winner, really? So intuition, you can't take people for face value, okay? Because you have to look within oneself and see to yourself, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are, all right? Why is there a fight in the front of this person? So now you have to see, who do you identify with? Do you know what I mean? And how can we learn from this to make changes? Number 5, thoughts of change. Change. How can we change to bring the mind to calmer waters? Because the mind is in a conflict. Okay? So now you have to think to yourself, who do you identify with in this fight? How can we learn from this fight? And one thing we can learn from is intuition and how to tap back into oneself and trust our own intuition so we don't take people for face value. So we have to see if something's genuine or true. You know, you don't want to be in a supermarket suite when it comes to maybe being a cattle in a market, you know, waiting to be branded. Oh, I'm a brand, I'm a brand, I'm a brand, you know. We're not here to be branded like cattle markets, you know. So now that can bring the mind to calmer waters, maybe, looking at this fight, because someone's not sleeping very well. Someone's up at night, sleepless nights, not looking for the blurred lines, because the lines were blurred, you know. It's a challenge, because the lines are blurred, because it was all about the money, to control. Because what someone's doing, they go around saying, okay, I can see maybe you've got an inheritance coming. Or someone went for a meal and found out, oh, someone is a CEO. Okay, I'm Brock. I'm going to go find that person. So you got to be careful. You can't take things for face value. So now you've got to look at yourself, all right? What lessons can you learn from this to bring the mind to calmer waters, all right? Because maybe you can look at maybe meditation, or maybe you're looking at a situation when it comes to an important situation, maybe you just have to see, who do you identify with. There's someone sidestepping, someone's hiding their face in shame, someone's going towards more stumbling blocks, someone's not reflecting on their emotions, someone's standing back, want to have a conversation maybe with an air sign person, someone's holding on to the truth, someone's letting go of the truth and because they're in shame. Do you know what I mean? Who do you identify with? You know, to bring the mind to calmer waters. Because someone doesn't want to be drawn into other people's business, and somebody was an air sign person. That's how they feel. So now maybe someone trying to avoid a situation because they feel they drew someone into an entanglement. So now someone's entangled in someone's past. Do you know what I mean? So you got to bring the mind to calmer waters. What's the lesson? Everything happens for a reason. You got to go within yourself. Do you know what I mean? Find out. I got to keep checking the camera because I'm off camera, aren't I, sometimes? So you got to go within. You got to have faith on your own intuition, because someone had alliances. It could be like 9 to 11 people. Do you know what I mean? To bring this illusion, so you can be stuck in blurred lines. You can be worried. You can have sleepless nights. You can be crying about a vampire taking advantage of your mental. So this could be mental, verbal, physical abuse. This could be people doing underhanded behavior. Okay, is it you? Why are you in this situation? Did you get drawn in? What's the lesson you can learn from this? All right, that's what probably someone's thinking of. To be blunt, it's all about discernment. Could be King of Wands, looking at his toxic fucking behavior, I guess, or being entangled in a situation that looks like, okay, say for instance you go to a cinema, all right, okay, we all watch the same thing, but we all come out with something a different perspective, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I can be told one thing, you can be emotional about something, but make sure your default is love. Queen of Cups, you know? Where's she gone? Queen of Cups. Feels she's been betrayed by maybe a Gemini person, or thinking about maybe this King of Wands feels like an air sign person has been betrayed. And he's meant to be her protector. I just heard Beyonce's song, Protector. I don't know the song. I don't really know. I don't really listen to Beyonce. So, you know, that's how you can bring to mind the calmer waters, you know. What lesson are you going to take away to bring the mind to calmer waters, so you don't bring emotional baggage? You can be more logical and not emotional by taking things for face value. Okay, so this is all a learning lesson. Okay, God has given you enough things on your table. So now God is preparing you in front of the enemies. Could be an emperor, king of wands, you know. So now it's not easy being in a twin flame connection. But when people are using nuances and illusions because then they feel they're missing out on an opportunity. But this is a lesson for everybody. If we put the work in, we can find out, our true gifts, We don't have to look at other people, to do manipulation, be shy, all of that. You don't need to do that to bring people's mind to difficulties, because that's how you can maybe create manipulation for some people, thinking the heart will grow fonder. No, the heart just separates then if it feels like it's been under an illusion, deception, because your heart is your sat nav. Now, someone's probably waiting for results for someone's mind to come to calmer waters, because now you're looking at maybe Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in. You could be a tradesman. It could be a lot of things going on behind the scenes where you're trying to bring your mind to calmer waters. You can't sleep at night, trying to block a Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles is hashing because you created a monster maybe, and a business person. So now you're looking at maybe a solid new offer. Maybe you're coming across seeds and it looks like there's an offer being handed out, maybe a blessing. You could be looking at promotion, because what's above is below. Focus on your creativity, because you can turn all your visions into reality. Okay, maybe you've been inspired, okay, to take action by using your intuition. Trust your intuition, okay, because your ships can come forward. You could be thinking about a Leo person when it comes to maybe the art of manipulation, with a Taurus person when it comes to wish fulfillment, to block a Leo from a wish fulfillment. Or maybe someone's blocking, a Taurus person has that willpower to bring the mind to calm waters. Because now someone's looking at the Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles is about ill health when it comes to poverty. Someone's looking at a situation where now we're looking at Five of Pentacles. The art of manipulation. When it comes to trying to be creative. Now someone feels they feel left out in the cold. Maybe a Leo or Taurus when it comes to the will, the power. Maybe someone's looking at a situation, the dark night of the soul. You see two people walking blindly, the blind leading the blind into the coldness. So what's around the corner? You can't take things for face value. Now, someone could be feeble or trying to block a soul family. So now someone was using someone like a money tree. Now someone is looking at this money tree, or it could be challenges to overcome, because five is changes, darkness, traveling, following, earth sign, darkness. Someone wants renewal, partnership, growth, because now someone's looking at Five of Pentacles, ill health, poverty, worrying, isolation, financial losses, because how they worked on a lie. Someone's looking at a lie when it comes to Five of Swords. Someone's in their Five of Swords, lying, stealing, cheating, acting like a friend. Someone's looking at cruelty when it comes to maybe someone's actions, someone's words. Someone's creating false allegations when it comes to a Taurus person, maybe about a Queen of Swords. Maybe looking at maybe cowardness when it comes to maybe someone's ego. Okay? Maybe someone's taking advantage of other people because of their position, the position they was in. So now someone's looking at emotional baggage, a very powerful one, when it comes to art manipulation. Someone's looking at maybe God's Turikat, the power of God's Turikat, or the power of discernment to bring the mind to calmer waters. The power of discernment. Because someone looks like they're trying to sidestep the situation, and someone doesn't want to get drawn into someone's foolishness. But it seems like someone has been drawn into someone's foolishness, an air sign person. That's how they feel because of the Taurus person and this Leo when it comes to partnership, friendship, contract, or a low vibration when it comes to courtship or maybe legal matter. You could be looking at the energy of maybe trying to compromise or make a decision because of ill health, poverty, worrying about money, isolation, financial losses. You could be in the energy of maybe retirement, maybe look at something new at work, or maybe have something that's over self-indulgent, maybe something over self-indulgent, drinking, burden, or maybe preparation when it comes to building an estate or a home. It's a burden. Someone's walking away. Or maybe you could be looking at intellectual, being more lively, being more logical instead of sociable. It's time to maybe talk because there seems to be gossip, or someone's lazy and jealous. An artist, a gardener, or a singer, maybe when it comes to the willpower of illumination for creativity. What's above is below. There seems to be a struggle because someone's looking at hope but also challenges, hardship. Someone's looking at maybe a rough patch when it comes to a long-term relationship with a Taurus person, and maybe there was a stagnation, stalemate to God's Turikat. So now, loss, but there's no end when it comes to an air sign cutting off a Taurus and a Leo to create their own growth renewal when it comes to denial, barriers, restrictions, obstructions, balancing the emotions, and stay with hope, to stay in illumination. Because we're looking at innocence and peace, and someone taking a piss. It's a burden. So we're looking at what's above is below. You have the willpower to focus on your creativity, turn them visions. You've been inspired to bring the mind to calmer waters because someone's looking at maybe a 3 of Wands when it comes to waiting for their ships to come in with the right intentions, right actions. Because now you're looking at the power of maybe creating your own investment, and now you're looking at promotion from the willpower of innocence. The heart has to be open if you want to be a very good solid manifester or an alchemist. So now someone's dazzled by someone's skills or talent to bring the mind to calmer waters. That's the strength. The strength is what God's given us. Because remember, the 12 star signs is the zodiac that corresponds to the grand man on earth. Because all the universal planets is aligned within you. That's why we have different star signs, air sign, fire sign, earth sign, and there's no water. Do you understand? What's missing? Water, love, unconditional love. And that's the lion. The lion is about unconditional love, self-respect. It's about you got that power. Where do you get that strength from to get up in the morning, to get your feet out the bed? It's your strength. It's your energy. Where you're placing your energy. Focus your strength and your energy on your creativity. You can turn it into your visions by having an open heart. Take action. You got that passion. Once you have that passion, bring your mind to calmer waters. There you go. That's you rooting. Someone's rooting their roots. It's the roots. Working mind, body, soul. Can I look at the Three of Pentacles? Maybe looking at maybe a very creative principle when it comes to manifestation, being an alchemist. You don't have to lie, steal, and cheat. You don't have to battle. You don't have to be a bully to get yourself somewhere, because a cattle market's got bulls and cows. Bang, bang, bang. Do you know what I mean? That's why you got a sheep, to bring them to calmer waters. So you can bring in the milk, to bring in the beef. Maybe someone likes bully beef. You know what I'm saying? How do you get your bully beef on the table? It still has to have principle and order. Now, maybe someone's working together to make things happen. Or you could be looking at indigo, child, okay? Or unity, because remember, unity has the word unity in it. So how do you create the unity? We're not unified from self first, your own self-respect, your own courage, and your own spiritual identity, working with your material identity. That's balance. And that's how we bring order back. Okay? So I may be looking at control when it comes to maybe this team control. Maybe you're looking at maybe Freemasonries. Could they have a Freemason cloak on, or a monk? Or you're just looking at a creative idea in an institution. You could be looking at a number of creative ways to bring in your pentacles to be solid. It's on your table. That one little pentacle can be something very solid, like a penny to a pound. Do you know what I mean? Maybe someone is a penny in there. All right, you don't want to be maybe a pounder no more, or you don't want to be 1,000 no more, or a millionaire no more, or a billionaire. Maybe want to take that taste to a trillionaire. It depends on what you feel is your purpose. Just lose your intuition. We all can be abundant. Just don't have to fight for it. So now you're looking at maybe expansion. Because 1, 2, 3, 4. It all can represent a body. Maybe someone trying to control a group of people. Maybe 4 people, maybe. Or you're looking at rushing, maybe, to give up a responsibility that you're sharing in the group. Why overload? We saw the 10 of Wands. Maybe it's an overload. You could be a father figure. It's too much for one people when it comes to the labor of everybody. And it's not working when it comes to collaboration. Maybe someone sold out too quickly within a year of building a fashion line. Because there's also fashion here. Do you know what I mean? Superficial. Using that again when it comes to face value. You need to listen, or maybe you need to listen up and let other people's opinion in. Because someone's jealous or other people's success. Very jealous of other people's success. Alright? So now you're looking at 4 of Pentacles. Why are they obsessed with other people's success? Because them vex. Why? Because the X does hexing. Because now you're looking at 4 of Pentacles. 1, 2, 3, 4. When it comes to creativity and the beginning of leadership, to come together to bring stability, it's always about a personal agenda, other people's ideology. So there's no common ground. It's more buying affection or wasting energy, because now you're looking at, it was more about materialism when it comes to, maybe you got e-commerce, trading, expansion. It's more sacrificing fucking animals and shit. They're not using the instincts, the animal instincts. They're not using the organic that God's given us from the minerals for stability when it comes to material world. The material world It's more fear of losing what maybe someone's gained or something. So then that Four of Pentacles, the mind is stuck about money. The heart is blocked, it's about money. Because the heart is always about that superficial face value stuff. People using people, or people just using people as property, as property. Maybe that's how someone feels, maybe. Because now someone feels empty out of their pocket. Four of Pentacles. Because someone gave up freely, offering loans and not realizing you'll never fucking get it back. Because now someone feels a slave to objects or someone's objective of how they make money. Maybe looking at service desires, using service emotions, not looking deep dive healing, looking at oneself and seeing that you got the power. You had that power all along. You had the power all along. Just that maybe someone was listening to other people's opinion, and that's why the mind becomes difficult. Now you've got to bring the mind to calmer waters because you've got the strength to do that. Okay? Maybe someone's waiting for results when it comes again. Five of Swords. You've got to bring the mind to calmer waters, man. There's too much clash, clash, boom, 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 clang, clang, clang. Too much. Because, what's the problem? You know what the problem is? Not realizing they have their own value, own worth. They had the power in their hand all along. You don't need maybe to fight, to steal, to cheat, to do all this madness. You don't need to, because God's given us enough power within ourselves to create, from the power of our own manifestation, from the intuition. Maybe someone just fears someone else, leaving. Once that person leaves, that's the stability jumbled down. Like, I just saw that game, Jumanji. The tower, that tower game, when you all take out a brick out of a tower, and the one that doesn't use intuition. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not looking at the strategy of how someone built the tower. Your plans go into madness. And I look at maybe someone's plans, someone's actions, intentions. Maybe you're looking at a creative idea, collaboration. We saw creativity, we saw collaboration. Maybe someone's looking at a business partnership. It's gone haywire. Yeah, now they feel wounded. Someone feels wounded from a business partnership, or from a creative idea, or from a plan and a plot. When it comes to verbal, physical, mental abuse, from a collaboration of people in a business environment. This is probably why this fire sign person feels wounded, because of the environment was a very hostile environment. Maybe because you see someone's looking at hatching a plan, and now someone is looking at Nine of Wands, the strength of a wounded warrior. Bring a mind to calmer waters, because they're looking at a fight. Maybe Sagittarius and Aquarius and a Leo. When it comes to two alchemists. And now someone has to bring their mind to calmer waters. Maybe they had a business partner in a Sagittarius, maybe, and a Taurus or a Capricorn person, maybe. Now they're looking at this judgment, because now they're looking at plans that were hatched for a fight for Aquarius person when it comes to creative endeavors. Maybe looking at evolution when it comes to its unfolding. Now you look at maybe someone's consequences. Every action has a reaction. We saw the judgment card. Clarity about someone's purpose. Why, the reasons and logic behind a relationship, maybe. Maybe you're looking at plans for the future. Maybe looking at adjustments. Or maybe you feel pleased about your own personal progress. But you've got to rethink something. Someone needs to rethink something. Why this stagnation? Wounded, fight. Someone's got to rethink how to bring the mind to calmer waters. Battle on the battlefield. But the mind wants to come to calmer waters, but where they're walking is a battlefield. So you've got to bring the mind to calmer waters. If someone's using that Maybe someone feels as if they were gaslighted or someone played their emotions. So now use your intuition. Because now someone's in that Four of Cups, regret, rejected. They wish they rejected something. So now they're wounded about their decision. Someone has to rethink about partnership or about their environment. Someone's got to maybe look at maybe a deal to the end. Somebody is fighting to get a good end of the deal that was under deception. And when you use your intuition, you don't have to prove yourself to people. Just open your mind and look for a new solution with your intuition by focusing on your creativity. Yes, you went through the battle of the mind. Yes, you were wounded. Bring the mind to calmer waters, and there you go. Look for new endeavors. Use your intuition. There's your solids from your liquid. Because remember, you can bring liquid to solid and solid to liquid. So maybe someone's going through liquidation, maybe. Yeah, maybe someone's going for liquidation. Start again. Partnership. Got the tools. Someone's walking with love on their sleeves when it comes to the truth of the mind. Discernment sets you free from all this. So someone's in regret because they're in a tower for maybe collaboration with an earth sign person, maybe, or a Sagittarius person. Someone's got to rethink their parameters, their environment, because now you get consequences from something. Something was hacked. They tried to hatch an egg, and now someone's got egg in their face, and that's the truth. Someone's got egg in their face. Now you're looking at a solid idea when it comes to maybe a air sign person, the clarity of truth when it comes to maybe partnership, someone's actions. We've got knowledge about telepathic communication, and it's bringing solids from a liquid, a small liquid like oil and gas. It's a small liquid. When you get oil, extract it so you can have like offshore. You've done your upstream, seeked your upstream, and now you've got your liquid or your gold. Maybe you're trying to keep your gold raw to make it more feasible. Because now we're looking at offshore. Now you've got your upstream exploration. Now traveling to supply and demand, supply chain. Be careful because normally little children are the supply chain. Digging mines for gold and oil and gas, children. So now you've got your upstream. So now someone's piercing through with a solid idea from a liquid. Because like with oil and gas, it's just a black oil. But when you extract it into the second stream, you've looked for it, go for your second layer, logistics and all that. And now you're putting in your thermals, and now you're creating different chemicals. So you can make lubricant, you can make makeup, you can make things from NHS or Obamacare that certain machines cannot be done without oil and gas. So there's good and bad. Because back in the day, they used it just for light, but they didn't realize gas. Do you know what I mean? Now they see the gas. Now they realize, oh shit, there's nuclear there too. So nuclear could be good for good or it could be for bad. Do you know what I mean? So now maybe seeing alchemists. What alchemists do, it's your emotions. It's how you're taking care of yourself. It's about your own self-awareness. And that's what it is. You can turn liquid into solid and to make it into your third. And now you're making your breakthroughs. Now you're penetrating the, the supply chain. Now you're penetrating in your third stream. And I hope you understood that. So now you're piercing through with your discernment. Now you understand liquid to solid, solid to liquid. You know, because there's 1,000 things that we touch every day. All right, when it comes to oil and gas, there's 1,000 things we try and we touch, and you don't realize it's from oil and gas, from makeup. Anyway, I just explained some of the stuff. Do you know what I mean? So now you're looking at a brilliant idea, maybe based on your own conviction, from your own focus, on your own creativity. Now you've got your achievements. So now someone's looking at their achievements, okay, and now you're totally nailing it. Why? Because God is preparing you from your enemies. Could be a King of Cups. Maybe you're seeing the truth about someone's feelings, like the King of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. In regret when it comes to ending, because it was about an investment, stagnation to a dreamer. When it comes to Aquarius, now they're online, about a Taurus person, or someone wants to invest in King and Queen of Cups. There seems to be betrayal, and now you've got your solid. Now you're penetrating the market, and not penetrating Genevieve's pussy and thinking you can get somewhere. Someone's aligning their words with the elements, all right? When it comes to, remember, 5 signs, your inspiration is about the romance of intuition. Masculines get into your masculine energy, but don't forget to use your intuition. So when people say don't cry, cry, as you'll be using things as face value, then you'll be caught up with superficial people, or is it King of Cups? Do you know what I mean? And that's not the lesson of power. When it comes to fighting, stealing, cheating, that's not it. That's not an alchemist. So now you get confused when it comes to King and Queen of Cups. So now you're looking at maybe an Aquarius person, or maybe the desire when it comes to the willpower. Okay, so maybe someone feels defeated and someone feels that desire, maybe when it comes to King of Swords, having a fight, or seeing God in your dreams, having that desire. Is about your discernment. You want to see God? Go in your discernment. Walk away from people, things, and places that lie, steal, cheat. Doesn't matter who it is. There's God right there in front of you. And now someone feels as if someone teamed up with a King of Pentacles, a King of Cups, and a Queen of Pentacles, and maybe a Sagittarius, and Gemini, masculine, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra maybe, and done a setup. When it comes to 3 of Wands, there was a setup. Because now you're looking at 3 of Wands on top of liquid. 3 of Wands, this seems to be a plan in action. They were daring when it comes to being cruel, over creative ideas, because they want cooperation, because they're not alchemists. Maybe a Taurus person set this investment with a Queen of Wands. There you go, Queen of Wands, you're not too far. About to say you, but you didn't come up on the table. I just said Sagittarius because you've got the wounded warrior there. So Sagittarius as well. So you've got Queen of Pentacles, a Queen of Wands, and a King of Cups, and a King of Swords. 4 bodies. I just said that in it earlier. 4 bodies. 1, 2, 3, 4 in this team. So we had a collaboration of people when it comes to unconditional love. No matter how Aquarius feels, she always has unconditional love for a Leo person. And he knows this. That's why he's taking a piss. So if someone's looking into private detective, maybe into a Queen of Wands, maybe, and a King of Cups, and a Queen of Pentacles, God is watching anyway. When it comes to maybe someone was gaslit. So now you're seeing your sparkle of ideas now. Penetration. It's penetrating. Now it's penetrating. Because you got new information, new creative ideas, breakthrough, penetrate. Why? Your emotions, King of Cups. Go in your King of Cups energy. That's when you're a successful leader. Because now you're looking at confidence, using your intuition. Now the subconscious mind is moving with the emotions. Because it's electrified, watered the root to be the alchemist. Now you're an alchemist. There you go. It's not that simple, but in layman terms, as simple as I can put it by the cards. It's images everywhere, so don't focus on the images. Focus on images outside yourself. Don't take things for face value without your intuition. It's all about channeling in. It depends on you. So you can't trust every tarot reader because it depends on what their heart is like. Because the heart deceives the soul. But do they have a soul? So now you're looking at soul family, soul child, and a soul wife, maybe. And you come to a legacy, happily ever after. You can't fake a Ten of Cups, but you can fake a Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups is where, when you're in that happy, you go within, there's your money. But they do the other way around. And now they thought that was happiness. Now they're in paranoia, under judgment. Because now they're thinking about their past, juggling, backstabbing for creative ideas with Queen of Pentacles, in regret about death when it comes to money coming to an end, about a dreamer. They invested in a whole strategy, whole team of people. It's crazy. Weirdos. Absolute weirdos. So I may be looking at a Leo person. Or this King of Cups looking at success. When it comes to soul family, legacy, Leo again. Leo. Leo's everywhere. Told you, King of Wands. I don't want to cry again, man. Just had a dream today. Just want to get over it, man. Cha. Oh. It's a lesson anyway. It's a lesson to draw us all back to God. It's God, man. It's about your discernment. Love isn't weakness. It's far from it. Intuition. So now you're seeing liquid penetration. And now you're seeing the Emperor and the Empress. And he wants to say sorry, I guess. But God's too calm. Sorry. I just love God. I just love God so much. Everybody else abandoned, but God doesn't. That's the power. Just how you take your power back. Maybe you felt abandoned as a child, but take your power back. We had no control when we was a child. We had control as an adult, It's God. I am nothing. I know I'm not nothing without God. I am nothing without God. Without God collective, who am I? Who are you? Who are we? Who is the planet? Because without the planet, who are we? Nothing. Because the planet can do without us, So now you come to Karma Waters, 6-6. You could be looking at 6-6 changes. You're looking at King of Wands. There again. I've been nothing without God, man. I put my life on the line to prove God is real. Happily, what I've been through, nothing. The battles, the lies, the fighting, 6-7, just lying, acting like friends, doing dark spiritual magic and all that. I'm telling you, God, I'm nothing without the Almighty. Look at alchemists. You can bring your solids to liquid to solid to penetrate the market for your success. God's given us enough tools, all right, to be successful, to be victorious, okay? Because now you're looking at maybe a foundation coming down. The devil's in the tower. We're looking at maybe someone done something impulsive. Maybe it's like a terrorist ran with news to the King of Wands about a cruise person being a problem, just coming back after 6 years, 7 years maybe, and more so 5 years, just been a whole bully with this, maybe this Sagittarius person running, or maybe someone was here today, gone tomorrow, and now you're looking at a fight. maybe for 11 years, maybe for this person with a Sagittarius on this pathway. Now they're fighting when it comes to maybe Five of Wands. Someone's in their Five of Wands energy when it comes to rivals, okay? Maybe someone needs a different perspective to weigh things up because they're in the Five of Wands when it comes to situation. When it comes to their insight, planning, partnership. Because now you're seeing just too much fucking events, man. Maybe someone's watching an air sign person protest, or the King of Wands is protesting. Maybe people are worked up about a drama, about someone's wish fulfillment. When it comes to maybe a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces person, or a Taurus, or Capricorn person, or Sagittarius person. Maybe you're looking at maybe Five of Wands when it comes to drama. There seems to be a conflict. Someone ran maybe and said false accusation to the King of Wands. Now there seems to be a new idea was born, but there seems to be a massive debate when it comes to maybe an air sign. No way she's been, because we saw the Peninsula's card. No way is Aquarius person been single, had no sex for 12 years. I mean, why has it got to do with people? I'm just reading from the cards. Sure. Someone's ego's gone down because air sign is not reflecting who they are. Air sign is just that free-spirited person. Doesn't mean free-spirited as in promiscuous. They just use their intuition to fly with God, to be free like a bird. So you can fly. You understand? So now maybe you're seeing there's a conflict now, a big scam when it comes to maybe scattered energy, lackluster. Okay? Now someone's maybe looking at Aquarius when it comes to maybe the need for unity, because now you're looking at patience, or maybe you're matching someone's energy, or people aren't afraid to take bold action until they get caught. Now people are not acting out no more, because why there's a challenge arriving. Everyone wants to be different, or everybody wants a different outcome. This is why there was a different. You can't take things for face value, because when it comes to this partnership, everyone had a different outcome. Yes, let's all bully Aquarius person, but no, he loves Aquarius. He loves Aquarius. Genevieve loves Aquarius. Sagittarius is in the middle somewhere between Taurus and King of Cups. Do you know what I mean? But they're all fighting for what? When Aquarius only sees one person. Unconditional love. It is what it is. God told me who this person is. I'm not even going to keep debating because it's quite embarrassing. Ugh. Just embarrassing, man. When it comes to lovers, when it comes to maybe a Taurus or Capricorn person, or when it comes to maybe a Leo person, when it comes to a Taurus or Capricorn person, or maybe Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, when it comes to telling the truth. Now we look at penetration when it comes to maybe love choices. Maybe someone's got a wish fulfillment when it comes to Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person. Maybe a Leo person feels more resourceful. I don't know. Because now you're looking at tricks beyond my need. It's just too many tricks. Too many tricks, too many manipulation, too many conflicts. You know, and that's what puts me off as well. I can like someone, you know, but let me see your friends. Oh my gosh, that's it. I'm gone. I can't help it, man. I'm gone. Already got detachment issues. I don't like smothering relationships. I don't like it. Never have. It might come across that way because I like the truth, but I don't like smothering relationships. It triggers me. Maybe because I fear people leaving because everybody's always left. Maybe that's my lesson. So what's my lesson in this situation? I got fucking detachment issues, bro. So him pushing me away just made it even more worse for me. Because I'd be like, well, how can I attach myself to someone I can't trust? Because I don't have trust issues. I have fucking attachment issues. And it's not on the energy of trust though. It's more the energy of, I like to be a free-spirited person. I don't like jealousy because I like to see someone and say, good morning, you're right. I don't need to know you. I don't want someone in my ear saying, oh, don't look at that person. You must be looking at me. I don't want to hear that, bro. I don't like that. Or why don't you tell me that you ran off to go and get the homeless man food? I don't need to clock in. You're not my dad, bro. And this is where this masculine likes control. I don't like controlling relationships. I like controlling relationships in certain departments, but not when you're going blindly. That's not me. You know? So I think maybe being more resourceful when it comes to maybe Gemini, Libra, Aquarius person, very resourceful. Maybe someone's very dazzled about someone's talent or something. And now you're looking at maybe a challenge when it comes to King of Cups. When it comes to maybe a turning point, juggling maybe with a Taurus Capricorn person. Multiple lovers maybe. Gemini Libra Aquarius is looking at the truth about maybe this Leo secret lover when it comes to a Taurus Capricorn person with many lovers. That is a turning point because one of the lovers was me, the King of Cups maybe. So now you're looking at King and Queen when it comes to the Emperor. Maybe feels backstabbed, maybe doesn't feel that courage to go forward to God's trick, yeah. Because it seems to be a challenge. Just saw the Five of Wands again. Only saw the Leo card when it comes to God's trick, yeah. Maybe this Chris's person is taming his masculine beast. But it seems to be a protest though. They all worked up. Because now you've got the wounded warrior when it comes to the battles of the mind, or maybe being sneaked attacked by a King of Swords, hired by a Queen of Pentacles and a King of Cups, and a Sagittarius when it comes to family member maybe, of a Sagittarius maybe. Or someone's looking for a happily ever after, but it's a battle to go forward. Because now you look at someone's intuition. Oh look, Ten of Cups, Ten of Cups. So now someone's understanding exploration, sigmic, when you're looking at upstream, midstream, downstream, stream, looking at your liquids, your emotion, use your intuition. You can turn them into solids if you focus on your own gifts, your own shit. And now there's your stability, there's your God's house. Now you have lots of resources for everybody. Now that's when you go home and you say, no matter what happens outside, home is where I want to be. That house is where I need to be. That's my strength. That's my happily ever after. That's my heaven on earth. I don't go home to fucking madness. I don't go home to people bitching, nagging, and fucking shitting in my head. I don't want to hear it after a hard day's work. Shut the fuck up. And if we've been productive, oh baby, let's play mothers and fucking daddy, or nurse and fucking whoever, and you can be a gangster bitch over there. Outside of the bedroom, shut your mouth, man. Nobody needs a bully in the house. Nobody needs that, man. Maybe someone's looking at the commitments, maybe. Someone's got commitment issues, or looking at maybe God is guiding the two soulmates, have a conversation in God's land. There's now someone talking about an ex from the past, about being an option. It was his wish fulfillment, but left it as an option. How fucking childish can he be? Honestly. Childhood wounds, not an excuse, Leo. Not an excuse. So now you're looking at maybe someone's secret lover. It comes to a Taurus Capricorn person with the King of Cups. Now they're going through major events now. Because she wanted him to pay for her fucking house and move in his King of Cups. I said, King of Cups, look at me, I got a big house. I work so hard because I'm a Queen of Pentacles. She's not a Queen of Pentacles. She wants to be seen as a Queen of Pentacles. No, she's not. So now you're looking at maybe Epiphany. King of Cups lied anyway. He saw this he saw the Empress, the Holy Greats, you know, all saints. And now you're looking at dreams. The Empress is talking to this King of Wands. And now she's illuminating his mind. The Empress illuminates the Emperor's mind. Now you're looking at dreams in stagnation. Because there we go again. Same boring story. Stagnation. Looking at generosity. Getting confusions. King of Cups. Taurus person. Sagittarius person. Whole lot of people in their feelings now. Just in their fucking feelings, man. So annoying. There you go. So then you can add, oh, fool them, Capleton. See, Capleton, when they say the people them is wrong, but I don't want to say when them wrong. Who them? Who them? Oh man, don't do this. Looking at maybe money, partnership, Taurus, thinking about giving it this investment, and they went broke. Now she's got to give back all that money to a fire sign person. They're looking at financial losses, and he wants to come in reliable to Aquarius person, a Leo person does, because he sees God. King of Cups, looking at this foundation, lying. I can't do this no more. I can't. Same old boring. There you go, lying again. Lying. Taurus person. Hey, hi, God. Hey. Now you got maybe King of Swords. Sneak attacking. Lying about sneak attack. Or maybe they thought you're lying about saying God. Well, now, there you go. Proof. Now they feel stupid. Because Genevieve came in my dream and says God real. So you're not allowed to question because you stole from Adi Walik in your body. So now they understand God is real. Because why else would she question? So when I woke up that day, when she asked me, I said, how does she even know that I've been talking about God for 5 years? How did she even know when I was sitting her in bed with Adi Wali sucking his dick? And I told him to stop, I can see what's going on. She said, no, I'm commodity, I'm Niger. That's what she said. I can do what I want. I'm an abusive person. So every time I see this person in my dream, I've never met her in my life. All she does is fight me. That's all she does. That's where all her mental energy went into. It's a visioning, fighting with me. That's all she's been doing. And I see what she's thinking because I'm a clairvoyant. I'm all the clairs, like an eclair. I'm not fucking the mint at night, dark mint, whatever you call that mint shit, after night mint. When you go into your fancy dude and you open up that little piece of chocolate, you know, night mint, mint night. I don't know what's going on at midnight for these people. Because now you're looking at maybe God, looking at maybe working on maybe self-mastery, self-craftsmanship, take your power back and block maybe this King of Cups, maybe. And now you're looking behind Queen of Pentacles and looking at sneak attack. Let me tell you something, my arm is big, you know. I don't need to prove nothing to no one. You should see my fucking army. I had a gym the other day. And I was resting, bringing the mind to calmer waters because they could bring this spiritual battle over here. It's a mental thing, innit? Because I'm telepathically connected to this Leo person. So maybe we had to go through this to prove it as well. That telepathically everyone's going through it. And Hollywood knows. I don't know what they need the proof for anyway. I'm not here to prove nothing to big pussy James Nadia. I'll tell you that for nothing. I'm here to prove the collective. Discernment really works. So I had this dream anyway. I was lying down. And someone came to disturb me. A curly haired man came to fucking piss me the fuck off and disturb me in my dream. Army came over and said, do not disturb her. Leave her alone. Man don't want to fucking listen. He must have posted on that how Adiwali was married to some fucking lunacy woman. I don't know, Sarah Jane and fucking Liquid. I don't know. Push Dog and fucking Harry. I don't know. So he comes over and the army said, don't do that. So because the man came over, the army guy sat there and took care of me. You see, when I woke up, they knew what exactly I was going to do, boy. I woke up and I walked and I pushed open this door and there's a group of people where they're playing with fucking the computer. I can see they're playing hacking, they're doing things with the computer so I don't go far with this stuff. I see it. I fucking slapped that pussy hole so much till he started glitching like a computer, started glitching away. So they're like an AI. Then I got broke down at some point because you see what? You didn't see the army. And is it China, Japan? Yo, Total Recall, I think this is called. You should see their fucking robots. They got a whole army. You know, fuck, they don't use your intuition. You should give all your intellect to this AI and all that. We're creating a beast-wide algorithm. Someone is an algorithmist, right? You have to wake up to think of creating algorithms, right? Through what? Coding. So when someone creates something, that is their child. So what's behind the mind of this master that created algorithms? Why is it they want data? What's so big? Remember the greatest hack? Netflix. Watch it. Watch it, man. Alchemist. Air sign person. Take your power back. Maybe looking at romance when it comes to maybe a Leo person, when it comes to a higher priestess under judgment, because this Leo person is not acting like the emperor. He wants to be the sin-in-law instead. So he's going to get cussed out every fucking day, baby. He didn't get enough of it. Because maybe he was with his foster parents. They were more English, you know. maybe he done some bad things. I don't know. But his Clark needs to be back in maybe Japan. Is it Japan? One of them places where when you get caught stealing, you get the cane. Now they're saying if you do any lying on the internet without people's acknowledgement, all the cane is coming back. There's a lot of things that's changing. So let the devil make the rules, because in the end, the devil makes his own entrapment. There you go, and that's the fucking truth. Legacy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Remember, walk in love, talk in truth, be your discernment. All right, and find your legacy. What's your spiritual ID? Not just your earthly ID. Half the people don't even know their fucking ID on the earth anyway. So who are you? Into me I know, because into me I know thyself.